loses money on YouTube.
Oh man, I guess who's back, guys?
The Undertaker.
What's up, Don?
What's up, Jacob?
Oh,
Oh
What's-
God.
What's up, Jacob?
I don't even want to, like, bro. Because I know Taz is gonna, like,
that's what I've been waiting for.
Taz gonna kill me,
That's
bro.
how you know.
Hold on, we need an update.
It's just basically been like a slow, like, not even making it, like, I was making progress, and then it's like I went back to bad habits, and it's just been a slow grind down. And like today, like it sucks to say, bro, but like literally blew an account like yesterday night.
Whoops.
Just cry it out. Cry it out.
And I feel like I'm just coming on now because I just like I'm at that point where it's like, bro, I can't even like I still got money, and it's like, it's been like that, and it's like there, I don't know which, like I'm stuck in that cycle of doom. Like I've just been like I know what I'm doing wrong, but then it's just like I just keep on making those same mistakes. And I feel like you said it before, it's like I don't want to quit because I feel like I know everything I'm doing wrong, but I'm still just making those same mistakes.
Okay, well, it's not about blowing the accounts, right? Well, like, what have you learned from blowing these accounts? So, because if there's no answer for that, then it becomes a problem. But it's okay to blow accounts as long as you learn from them.
That's the thing. I feel like I've learned all these things, but I don't have like nothing like to like show for it.
What have you learned?
What are some of the bad habits you're doing?
Like I'll mark up my charts. I'll get my levels, and then so for like say when I enter a trade, right? I feel like I'm in cycle of doom and want to make money because I'll just over risk. Like I'll start with my one risk, and then I'll just add on positions for no reason at all.
So like,
and it's
do you think your strategy, like aside from just the over risking, like how often does the trades play out? Like what's your win rate and stuff, right? Like how's that been?
I mean, I just take you guys' trades, and then but I'm not gonna lie, there's like been multiple times where I just take random trades still.
So you need to focus more on your discipline. You're not disciplined to follow your plan.
Focus on just trying to trade because it's been when I first came on here on March, and I've still just been in that same cycle of doom of just trying to make money. And I could say that I've been trying to learn, but then also it's like also a big part of me is just trying to make money, and it doesn't work. Elvis was saying it's like it's like you have to be, I feel like you have to be fully just trying to learn, because even if you're that one part of you is still trying to just make money, you won't like just learn.
Yeah, man.
Probably makes it worse because you're probably trying to make it back from what you lost.
Yeah.
So then that's what you're trying to do.
The last time you came into the stream was like what, April, March, right?
Yeah.
So I
think
at some point, now for me how it worked was I just got sick of my shit. At some point you have to accept the fact that you can't just trade for money, and you have to trade for what it is, like trade for the skill. Like you have to focus more on the skill, improving the skill rather than just improving the account. And it might sound like I guess like this it might sound what's the word, I guess like less motivational.
Two different things when it's the same thing, actually.
Yeah, like it might not sound,
you're just changing your mindset,
like what you want to hear, but it's just the approach you kind of gotta take if you want to break out of that cycle of doom that you mentioned. You know, like it's just at some point you guys gotta say like I mean, whatever your account says right now, like
I feel like a big part of, like, you know how I said I don't have no progress. I feel like it's because I'll wake up every day, I'll get on a chart, like do the things I feel like I should as a trader, and then I'll get in these trades over risk, and then I don't learn anything from it because I'm so emotional about losing that money that I don't give myself. And I feel like it's been like that, like a slow, like for the since I did came in here, when I first came on here, like in March, like I feel like I've just been doing that for the last like 5 months, and it sucks to say, but like I feel like that also, that's why I didn't even want to come on Zoom again, because I was just like, I didn't even like, I know Chad is probably like, bro, this guy's fucking stupid. Like I've just been like, I feel like I've gotten nowhere, and I don't like I'm not gonna quit, and I feel like a part of me, I don't want to say I'm not gonna quit because I want to make that money, but like I just want to trade, like bro, I like even I don't know, like I feel like because I feel like I'm just gonna be thinking about the money like lost, but I have and it's hard to say. I feel like there's gonna be people like, well, bro, you just want to make money, you don't even want to trade, but it's like I don't want to quit like now, like.
You're not alone in any of this feeling.
No.
Like every single trader has had at least
Same experience.
a day, a week, a month, half a year of this same feeling. So like, don't feel like you're the only one just because you're not getting it as quick as some others.
It sounds like everyone in chat is just like him for real.
Yeah.
I'm sure people in chat can relate to you.
Yeah, stick to your, create a plan, put a whiteboard in your room or something, and stick to your 5 rules. The 5 things that you normally do wrong, write them down and look at it before you do it. Okay, and stick to your goals and stop over leveraging, because your emotions gets in the way when you over leverage. So even if your trade is profitable, you can't hold it because you're over leveraging, which I think majority of what you're doing, because most of the times you're taking a trade that Don's calling, which his win rate is 85%. So you over leverage on it thinking, okay, this is a banger, which your account size is not what his is. So he can stack a pineapple and you can recover it, break even, but you can't. So you close and you're in a negative and you're wondering what you're doing wrong. First thing you have to combat is your over leveraging.
Jacob, honestly, the one thing that helped me the most was because I was in a similar position. I was like, I don't know what I was doing wrong. Like about 4 or 5 months ago, I was like, cool, I'm just losing
stream.
money.
He was over leveraging. Right? I was over leveraging on stream like a couple months ago.
Yeah, and then I messaged Don. I was like, shit, I just took a news trip. Like, it's just like, these are the things you do if you don't like understand what you're trying to get to. And I took a step back. I was like, okay, I clearly don't know what the fuck I'm doing. So I opened $100 account and I just traded that until like September 1st. I traded that account for 3.5 months using 0.01 lots and then nothing else, right? I did that for that period of time just to learn. And then once I can see that I'm like, okay, I'm actually improving, I'm journaling my trades and I'm seeing like some progress, then the scaling doesn't matter. Once you like if I win like $3 on my trade on a 0.01, that's like 30 pips, man, right? But 30 pips, if you translate that to a 30 lot, that's completely different. So it's not the money that's the issue, it's the skill. And like, to develop the skill, you need to be really honest with yourself. You have to be like, okay, this is my current state. Where do I want to get to, and how are you going to progress yourself in terms of a knowledge point of view to get to that state? I would take a step back and just think about what you need to do now to get to where you want to be in the future.
Yeah, like Elvis, I just want to know, what was the account after? It's September 1st for $100.
Oh, it was like,
if you don't mind.
No, I forgot, because then I moved off to a different account.
A funded.
Because I wanted to test MFF as like a funded company, so I opened a 5K for $50, right? And then they went there issues with that. So yeah, but my 100K is going good, right? I'm up like 1.5%. I'm just taking it slow. I'm actually under risking for everything. I have enough to stack 5 pineapples at 100 pips, right? I'm using 1 lot on 100K.
Yeah,
I'm going so slow, right? Like other people, they'd be using like 2 lots, 2.5 lots. Yeah. I'm like,
what's the max margin I can use? 20 lots? Yeah,
like,
I do 1 lot as well on a 100K, because what's the rush?
Exactly. Yeah, you're not rushing, right? Once you have the skill, you build it up, and then eventually you'll get to a 500K account, right? It's just a matter of time. Then when you're there, you can up the lots.
No, he didn't get the MFF account on December 1st. He was already trading funded. Like, he got an account. Like, he's still trading. He stopped trading $100 December 1st, but he was still trading his whatever other funded. But because MFF shut down like last week of August or some shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because even if you trade a 100K account, only taking Don's trades out of one lot, that still leaves, yeah, like you said, like the margin for 1 to 3, 4 pineapples.
Exactly.
And it's just a matter of time until you reach your profit target. It's just about building the skill. And Jacob, another thing I was thinking that might help you is if you're taking the trades on your phone, like it's so much simpler if you use like magic keys. There's a few extra steps that when you're actually like setting up the trade to enter, you might catch yourself like, why am I doing this?
Yeah.
And just stop yourself. Whereas like you open your phone, you're on MetaTrader, you just press a button. If you're using magic keys, you got to open the calculator, you got to drag your lines and then enter. In that process, you can catch yourself and stop yourself.
That process, the candle will move dramatically. And
it sounds, it's like so, like, I feel like.
No, I was going to say this. Well, hold on that for a second. I was going to say, like, I think you're at a point, though, where you kind of accept the fact that, like, you want to, like you're at a point where it's like you're too kind of deep into it to accept the fact that you're over leveraging. Like, it's kind of just like whatever trade you take now, your mindset is more of like, how much can I make for this trade? Can I make back my losses, right? And you're not you're not accepting the trade for what it is. So I can understand like where you're coming from as well, because I'm sure at one point in my life I was there too. And it's kind of hard to step off that cycle, but like take Elvis's advice, just force yourself, like just, you know, I asked earlier what was your account size now, because I was gonna say like open up $100 and just take the same approach Elvis took. It kind of forces you to, you know, be more focused on the skill rather than the amount. Like just do it for 3 months. It's not gonna change your life or anything, right? But for 3 months, it will change your skill, and that could change your life later on down the road, right? So that's kind of what you want to. That's approach I would say you take.
Yeah, I think it's also key to think about, like, you lose money really quickly, right? You can lose an account in like 2 days. You can lose an account in 1 hour if you really wanted to, right? Like it's really easy to lose money to the markets. But once you lose the money, trying to make it back doesn't take the same amount of time. So if you're over leveraging to make back the money, it's a really low probability win rate, right? So you need to realize that to get from where you are to profitability is going to take a long time, like 3, 6 months, maybe 9 months, maybe a year, right? So you just need to you have to start that progress, that kind of process to change your mindset into not chasing after what you've lost. Because I'm still net negative since I started in March, right? But that doesn't change. Like the only thing that's changed is I now have the skill, which can take me potentially, and I'm verifying that now, I have the skill to go up and go beyond and like make my money back. But I realized 3 months in, I didn't have that skill yet. And if I tried at that time and I opened up 100K, I would have lost it. And if I did it again, like 1 month after, I would have lost it. And it would be a vicious cycle. Whereas like that, taking that step back, learning, and then trying again when you feel more confident, I think that's a better approach.
Yeah, like what he said, what I did is I had a little like £200 account, and then I grew it slowly, like just to a normal risk, until I made enough to pay for a funded with that, because then that shows that I deserve and my skill's good enough to actually do the funded. And then when you're doing the funded, it's like something you've made that money yourself, and then you go on the funded. It's less on your mental stuff, because funded is a completely different game. And then past the 20K funded, use the payouts from that to get a 50K, and then I'm used payouts to that. Now I had 100K phase 2, but then MFF just locked me out. But yeah, but then we're doing that basically. So that's if you do it that way, then you sort of done the skill to deserve going on to the funded. So you get it.
Don't worry, Jacob. You look back at this and laugh. Okay.
Yeah. Trust the process.
Where'd you go? Oh, he's there. Okay, I was gonna say. Yeah, like he's got it's the first stage is realization, and I think you gotta get there first.
I feel like I've gone nowhere since March, bro. Like,
I think you learn what not to do. You just need to be disciplined and not do it.
It's just more. I feel like it's like not even. I feel like I'm just in that bad cycle that I know I still have money that I can trade, and I'm not even worried about, like, I'm just worried about how much money I can make. And it's like when you get in that cycle, it's like it's so easy to like it's like when you make the money, you lose it, and then you lose and then you deposit and then you make more and then you lose even more. It's like it's hard. It's like, bro.
Why don't you just show up every day with us?
Here's another thing as well, though.
Show
like,
up every day.
Like, you don't wanna like get lucky. Like, even if you were, let's say, to make back all your losses within one trade, what will you really learn from that? Aside from the fact that, okay, maybe you have like a refreshment of your account, but maybe that could help you realize that, okay, well, now I gotta take things slow, but like, will you really change the way you approach markets after, or you're gonna continue to trade those bad habits?
Yeah,
like even
exactly.
if, like, you know, like, that's why I said earlier, you trade 3 months of your life, bro. It won't be that life changing, you know, but that skill you learn in 3 months could change your life. But those 3 months of you sacrificing, like, it's not even, you're not, you know what I mean? It's not gonna.
Since March, I haven't even gave myself like that. Like, I think the most I've took that I've stepped away is like from like not even risk. You see, I haven't even gave myself like a time frame where I'm only risking like $1,000 account, like every account. So I'll tell you from March so I was only trading fundeds, and then like after I stopped trading fundeds, I had to like I've only deposited like decent amounts that it's like been like I'm trading so like emotionally attached to it.
Like you're saying, like, you only deposit amounts to a point where you think it's worth it to trade.
Like, say, like,
if it wasn't over a certain amount, then you don't think it's worth it. So
I think my emotions are just too like connected to making money right now. So like I stepped away after like the funded accounts. I stepped away for like a month, and then when I came back, I didn't deposit like something small. It was like something that's big to me, right? So when I was trading, like I'm still trading emotionally, and then I blew that. And then just kept on blowing accounts. Like, I haven't gave myself any time to just trade for the skill. Like, it's just been trying to make money.
I think in that case, it's a money issue, right? If there's
like, it's just gambling. It's just gambling.
Yeah,
all the way.
It sounds like you need to maybe even take a step away from just trading and do something that's not trading related that will generate you income, that will make your life stable based off of that income. And then you can then come back to trading with a clearer mindset of why you're trading. Because trading is a compound game. It's not like I'm going to be here, I'm going to make my money, I'm going to leave, right? You're here long term. Like, you start with, say, 100 and you scale that up slowly. It's compounding your 2%, 1% every single time to get to where you want to be. If you're just here for like a decent salary, a job is going to be so much better than you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, like a job's going to give you that high income very quickly compared to trading, right? Like if you have a 5K account, right, that's what I started with. I lost 1K like within the first like week, and after that, it's like every time I was making a win, it'd be like a couple, like, you know, $10, $20, whatever. But that's useless, right? A paycheck, a normal pay, like your hourly wage is like $10 to $15 an hour. Like, that's so much more stable. And you're not going to lose that. The money will definitely come in. So maybe it's time to just take a step back and think about, you know, other ways you can generate income besides just trading.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to see you win here, bro.
Yeah, legit.
Thanks.
Come by some of the like analysis sessions if you can. I'm doing them.
Yeah, I was in that one last night. My Discord name is some like it's a random ass name.
You were the guy to ask for the refund. Okay.
No, I actually just got the mouse pads today.
Nice.
See?
Oh, you got the playbook right there. That's all you gotta wait for, right?
Where's my mouse pad?
Hey, look, I got all 4 of these, so I'm good. I don't know.
Yeah, it's right in front of you now. Whoa.
Whoa, you got all 4.
There's so many of them.
Wait, are there boxes with it?
Yeah, it was just one big box.
Mouse pad.
Oh, yeah, no
the
excuse to be impulse trading.
The tube is the
coolest
coolest
tube.
thing.
Okay, yeah, the tube. Yeah, tube is there. There's a tube. Yeah, fire, bro.
Yeah, but if you're on the chat, like when I'm doing the analysis, just like I'd love to go through with you like what you're trading, why you're trading, like what your style is, what your issues are.
I'll hop on every day then.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, hop on stream with us. Just join the Zoom calls.
It sucks because I just feel like I've gave myself, like, I want to learn, like like when I see Don break down like everything, like when I do my break, like I enjoy that more than just trying to make money. But I feel like I'm just so like, it's just like I feel like it's really like a gambling in me. Like it's like I just want to make money, and I feel like I need to accept that fact and just take a step away, like Elvis said, and focus on, because it's not like I'm just trying to make money from here, but it's like a part of me just wants to make so much from here, where it's like you don't have to, like there's so many other ways to make money, like you don't.
How old are you?
I turn 20 next month.
Okay, so what's your rush? Why does the money have to be now?
Yeah.
Like why is it now?
You seen the IG Lambos, man.
Don't say yeah. Answer the question. Like,
what's the rush? Like,
you gotta get off Instagram.
Do you have something like really important that has like money has to come now, or is it just like you want it now?
I would say I just want it now. There's no rush. Like I could trade and like I could like I still make, like I'll have money like to pay off. Like I don't need trading to pay anything. Yeah. It's just that I want trading to pay stuff.
Because the problem with a lot of people is they'll sacrifice what they want the most for something that they want now, right? And you're sacrificing what you want the most is to be a successful trader for a big payday trade now. And honestly, like I actually I had a very bad problem with just like impulse trades, and then I just show up to Zoom every day and I turn the camera on, because then there's no hiding if I'm trading. Because if I lose a big trade, you're gonna see me upset. But like with the guys on
club out.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I wish I came on here sooner, because just not coming on here, just like I know at the same time it's me trying to take personal responsibility, but it's so like just coming on here, it's like fuck, bro. Like I wish I would have.
You could hold yourself accountable. You could hold yourself accountable. You could be personally responsible for yourself, but like have people around that also hold you accountable.
Yeah, but Jacob, like keep in mind that like all of us are on the Zoom and have bought the course or whatever because we struggle with trading. Like none of us are like fully successful traders, then we wouldn't be here, right? Like so we're in the same boat. Like you coming on is the same as me coming on every single day.
Yeah, and like honestly the best part about the Zoom calls is like I literally learned how to wait. Like Don will do his analysis, I'll compare mine to his, and then we just wait. And if nothing happens.
Yeah. I'm just gonna deposit like for a game plan, like just deposit like 1,000 and just trade that, like because I haven't gave. That's what I mean. Like I haven't gave myself any space. Like it's like it'll be money that I feel like not that I. It's like.
Like I prefer to trade on my computer. I don't like trading on my phone, but I have a mobile account where I only risk 0.02 lots just so I could practice trading on my phone. But like even then, when I'm trading on my phone, I see my setup, I'll do my analysis and I just wait. I set my alerts and then I turn it off, and then until my alerts show up, that's the only time I look at my phone. Like you're determined. It's definitely there. I think now it's just you just gotta believe that you want it just as bad as you do. Because if you really wanted it, I don't think you would just get sick of your own shit and not make the same mistakes over and over again, right?
Yeah. Like
you're already saying, and you're already saying that you know what you're doing wrong. So number one is awareness. You got that down, and now number two is like you gotta ask yourself, what are you gonna do about it now that you know?
Yeah, I think
one step at a time.
One step at a time. Yeah, same thing I was gonna say. One step at a time. Don't rush it. Don't rush the process.
Yeah, you're 20 years old, bro.
Yeah.
You're 20 years old. 3 years from now, you could be sitting in Don shoes.
I remember when I was 20 years old. Good times.
Back in the
last month I was 20. It was good. When I was 20, it was a good time. Good times when I was 20. Yeah.
It's good you came on today though. Like
we're wondering where you were.
We were wondering where you were, bro.
It's literally been shame that because it's like I every day like I make the same dumb mistake and I'm like, bro, Like I didn't even want to come on here, but this.
By the way, you told me you were gonna make an
shit.
account for me, Wix, and Max.
And I didn't, and like.
You didn't, right? I want to know what the results were.
Yeah, no, I
wanted
didn't
to
do
see who
that.
performed.
Bro, but what I did do, like, there's been so many dumb mistakes. I don't even want. Like, Chad would have a fucking field day.
I mean, realistically, chat, like half of the chat,
Bro.
or maybe like some people in the chat might even learn from your story
Don,
here.
like,
so it's like
I posted it on my
they're not
Instagram.
gonna bully you.
Elvis follows me like literally like 2 weeks ago. I took like an account from 30K to 240K in like 5 days and then lost it all in 1 day.
Wait, hold
Dude,
on.
still,
Wait. You got a ticket from what? Sorry.
I took an account from 30K to 240K in like
Funded?
5 days and then lost it all
Hold
in
on,
1
on
day.
a funded or on a?
On the live account.
Oh, well, that's crazy.
It's insane. That's insane, right?
Oh, Jesus
Bro,
Christ, my
that's-
boy. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Bro, you'll never
when
go
you get off
broke
the
putting
stream-
money in your pocket, man.
No,
Sometimes you just
honestly-
gotta put the money in your pocket.
Bro,
Like, that's like after that,
Bruh,
like
I
that
need to beat the shit out of you.
This is why we
Man,
preach,
that's
pay
some
yourself.
kids' tuition tuition debt right there, man.
they say the faster
Okay,
you
you're-
make it, the
that
faster
money
the
would
faster
have
you lose
would
it.
have covered all my like losses, but it also just like that when I lost that just also like took me even more negative from what I lost from that.
So
That's what Don
happened?
says, though, right? Some of those wins aren't good wins.
Yeah,
Like you don't.
What happened when you didn't withdraw? What were you thinking? What were you-
emotion, like that's what I posted on my Instagram, like on my like just talking to myself more, like just like I'll make that, but like just because I'm like the same way I'll make it is like the same way you'll lose it. Like you don't know when to stop when you make it like that. Like I was like say like compared to Don, right? Like growing your account from like slowly over 9 months is way different from growing your account in a week to whatever percentage, right? It's like because then at that point you don't know, like it doesn't seem real almost. It's just like a game. So
That's why you withdraw. You make it tangible.
Then you make it real.
That's
Yeah.
But that was just like
But
pure.
you know how, like, for trading, we put stops to break even? It's the same for your entire account, right? Once you've made 30K, stops to break even, you withdraw 30K, then it's just house
When you have
money.
a threshold, you know, like you put it,
Right.
like you put it in profit. Like let's say you make 230K. Okay,
Yeah.
put your threshold at 200. If you want to gamble, okay, cool, gamble at 30K, but just keep 200 and then
Yeah.
maybe refresh a little bit. But like,
Bro, done.
it's just like the
I
fast.
had requested a withdrawal and I lost the money the same day. I requested to
Ah,
like
you
what
see?
you're saying, the balance, and I lost that
Wait,
money.
hold
that
on. What
same
brokerage
day.
you go on? You don't mind.
Hanko still.
Hanko. Wow.
Still.
They just baited you. Nah, let me be able to-
They're like, oh, we know this guy. We're about to give him a 5-week delay.
Hey, I love Jacob. They're just like loving you.
You know what? Let me let his spreads be this wide. So he
Yo, at least you could come up here and go on Zoom call and have people
It
watching.
feels
say
so
this stuff,
good,
right?
bro. Cause like
And have
every time, like,
say that
I
because
wish
a lot of people in chat go through the same thing and they won't say
man.
they won't go in public saying.
Cause like say I come
what
on
they're
here
going through.
Monday now, there's only two options. Like there's only like, and I actually come on, show my face and unmute or whatever. Like there's only two like answers. It's like, all right, did you deposit whatever $100, 1,000 and trade right, or did you deposit money that you feel like you're not comfortable losing and you're over risking? And it's as simple as that. I feel like.
Why
Damn.
don't you help us and
Yo.
tell us buy or sell? Because there's no
Hey.
fucking buy or sell right now, bro.
No, yo, Jacob, I was saying like, yeah, it's no trades right now. We're just waiting for that top wick still, which could happen very soon at 12 p.m. here. But like, yo, the faster you make it, the faster you lose it. Like, it's way different when you grow an account. Like, I grew my account a year, you know, to make 70%. Some people might say, like, if they were to have $100, they'll want that $100 to be like, because if you were to ratio it down to 100, right, it would be 100 to 900K, right? Same shit. But the difference is the monetary value changes throughout time, right? So obviously at first, like, you know, if you were to grow $100 to 900, it'll feel like nothing. It'll feel like, oh yeah, I did this light work, whatever. But the moment, you know, that monetary value changes, the way you trade, the way you, I guess, like, read the chart starts to change as well, because you get more emotional since it's a bigger balance over time. So like, I mean, like going back to what you're saying, like it's the faster you make it is the faster you lose it, and you don't want to be lucky, right? Because now that you experience that, 30K to 240K.
I don't want to. I more don't want to experience that again. I feel like I was telling my some family member, one cousin of mine that I do tell about my trade. Like I don't tell him often at all, but I was like, I feel like there's more power in knowing that you have a whatever amount of balance, and you could flip that in one day to whatever amount. But there's more power knowing that if you just risk 1 to 2% over a year period, you'll be at that same amount. But that's the smarter way to do it and the correct way to do it, I feel like.
But now, at least now for those traders out there that say it's easier to trade with the bigger balance, you just witness Jacob's story. Like it's not about the balance at all. Like you can trade $100. If you can't trade $100, you cannot trade 100K. You cannot trade 100 mil. You can't trade those funds. You can't scale them.
They don't believe you. When you tell people, they don't believe. Oh, if I get 10K, I can flip it. I had one student, same thing. He put 15K in. The next week, he was drinking heavily. He blew that 15K in one.
Drinking heavily.
I actually used to do what Elvis used to do. I used to have a $100 account, and I used to pop 0.01, and then I would be so stoked when I won like a 15 pip win, and then my wife would be like, "So how much did you make?" I was like, $1.50. And she's like,
yeah,
it's
man.
like, why are you happy about that? I'm like, because I stuck to my plan and executed, and it went exactly how it did. And even my losing trades, I would manage them the way I did, and I'd be happy about that. And I think that what that taught me was it took me so long to make $10, $20, $30 with that account that I would protect it more because it took so long to get there. So like I would never over risk, I would never under risk, and if it was getting close to my stops, I wouldn't be moving my stops further down just because I know how long it took me to make those $20. So I'm gonna sit there and protect it as hard as I could. And I think if you took a slower process, Jacob, I think that would probably help you a lot. Just because if it took you $100, if it took you a week to make $100 trading 1 or 2%, I think you would protect it a lot more than something that came at you
honestly,
in
it's
3 days.
I feel like a lot of people in your situation, or a lot of people, what they do is like they start the smaller scale, right? And they think themselves like, okay, well, once I get to this amount, I can trade for real. Like that's what they think. Like that's probably why you kept thinking like, okay, like you went from 30K, you grew to 40. Okay, well, once I get to 100K, that'll be good. That'll be when I'll start trading for real. I'll start managing risk. I'll start actually sticking to my plan. And you keep doing that, and it's just a bad habit, and the cycle never ends because there's never gonna be enough money. And you kind of got accepted.
John, like exactly what you just said. Like once I got like, all right, so say I started that account, right? And I was like, all right, once I get here, I'm gonna change my risk to regular risk. And it's like, you don't know what, like, that's not trade. It's such a bad habit, bro. It's not bad. It's not good profits, like bad profits.
You hear, you just catch yourself. You just saying it out loud.
I know, and it's
you know what's up.
It sounds so stupid.
You know the issue.
Yep.
You just gotta, I don't know, man. You gotta.
John doesn't even. It's like it's 100% on me because I know.
You have to show up every day.
Yeah, show up every day, man. Show up every day, even if you have to put your hands like this the whole time.
I had a private Discord group that 30 focus group that I used, and I shut it down because when I call it trades, 7 to 6 will hit. People started over leveraging, blowing their account because I could hold my trade longer if it's in drawdown than they could. And I shut it down because people are losing money based off of my calls. And you have to hold yourself accountable to say, hey, you know what? I'm not going to over leverage because your bias might be right. Your strategy might be correct, but because you're over leveraging, you can't see your strategy through. And I think that's your biggest problem. And it has to do with greed. You're just greedy right now. You want everything right now.
Greed and my ego. I want it right now.
Yeah.
That's why you
20 years old,
trade
bro.
$100.
20 years old, bro. You got your whole life ahead of you, man.
Listen.
I wish I was doing this when I was 20.
Yep. I said the same thing too.
Yeah, trust the $100 account. It solves so many issues.
Yeah, trust it. And then when you you'll appreciate it so much more when it takes you so long to get that $10, that $20. And then eventually you'll just scale up, and then it's all about account protection, right? I think Cam actually has like this weird like not weird, but like this thing on his chart. He's got like quotes on his chart. He's like, there's always another trade tomorrow as long as you have a balance.
That's Ryan's SVJ.
Oh yeah.
Never spend money beyond your means. Never.
Like you just got to be able to. You got to survive till tomorrow, right? And you can't trade if you blow your account
No bullets in your gun.
I feel like a part of me like.
Trade.
Is 23 still young? Yeah, still young. I'm 23 myself. I believe I'm still young. I might be delusional, but I think I'm still young for sure. It's not about the age though. It's about because
like CY is probably like 16.
There's
so,
some
like
top of the game traders out there that probably start when they're like 45, 35. You know, it's about like this because like I think trading. The thing about trading is that throughout your life you build skills for trading. Anyways, you build your patience through life. Yeah. Like if you don't have that going into the game, especially when you're young, I didn't have that. I had to learn that through trading. I had to learn that throughout the years, right? So if you're like 35, 40, and you've already learned discipline, you already learned scaling, you already learned patience and just how to manage money, it'll be a lot easier for you to trade compared to a kid that just started trading fresh out of high school without learning those things in life yet.
The emotions attached, they're more emotional because they have less life experiences.
And they see the Lambos on Insta.
Like the faster it realizes, the better off you'll be. The hard part is realizing it and dropping the ego first, especially being young too. You have that ego, like you just wanna prove everybody wrong. And I get it.
Good thing is Jacob's realizing
I'm
it
the same age
early.
Bro, what Don said too, it's like even like flipping those accounts, like doing it the wrong way, like you tell yourself like, okay, like what's the point in doing that? Because I feel like there's probably a lot of people who do that because it's so easy to do that, especially with like leverage and if a decent amount of money, like you can flip an account by gambling. But like Don says, you're gonna tell yourself, okay, once I have this balance, like I'll switch my risk. But literally, I had took that account to that amount and I didn't know when to stop, or I didn't know it. And it's like, I feel like that's just like greed. Like I said, I feel like there's more power in knowing that you have a 20K balance and you're risking 1 or 2%, making what $50 to whatever, few hundred, than having a 20K balance and risking half the account to make a few bands, a few $1,000s, but you're not doing it the right way.
But Jacob, just think about how you're speaking as well. Like every time you're talking about a balance, you're talking about like 10K, 20K or whatever. We're talking $100 here. You're talking about 10K, 20K because you're trying to make money.
You're well ahead of everybody else.
Right?
A lot of people, I'll say.
No, but it's just like you're saying those numbers because to you need that balance to make money, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But that's not the case. Like we're talking $100 because even if we had $100 starting now, we would make money because we would follow our plans. We would do exactly what we're thinking about doing, and then we would execute on the plans, right? But you're talking about 10, 20K because that's what you're used to. Like you're making money based on those, but you're also losing the money a lot quicker. So going back to the $100 account, like it will teach you so much if you try to do that.
Yeah, it's gonna suck seeing $1.50 wins, but you'll protect it a lot more.
But you'll also see like it's a correlation between it's $1.50, but that's 15 pips. You also know once you scale up, you will make money. Right? It's 15 pips you're making, regardless of what the lot size you're using. It's 15 pips, right? 15 pips on a 0.1 and 15 pips on like a 100 lot trade are very different in terms of money, but they're still 15 pips. So once you have the skill and you transfer the lot size you have for like a bigger account, it's just money, and it's the same. You're trading the same way as long as you're stoic about it.
Yeah, Don said this before as well. Like if you stick to your strategy, that's your win for the day. No matter what happens, if you take a L or a dub, at the end of the day, if you actually stuck to your strategy, that's your win for the day. Like I have this to-do list here. Every day, it doesn't say get this profit, win this. It just says playbook and tick it if I stuck to the playbook. That's it. And then that will change the whole mindset over time.
Wins and losses are irrelevant.
Wait, what'd you say, Huss?
Basically.
No, he said something about the playbook. I didn't hear.
I just said basically.
By yourself, Don.
I have a to-do list, and I just put on the to-do list, like I put other stuff, but I put like playbook. I tick it every day if I stuck to the playbook. I don't say like, did I get a win today? Did I get a loss today? Because that's irrelevant. As long as you stuck to the playbook, that's your win for the day, right? And then you can come off the charts that day saying, all right, I won that. I won trading today, even though it doesn't matter about the actual result. That way you can trade £100 account, £1,000 account. It doesn't matter because you're winning the day.
Yeah, the W's in the execution.
Yeah,
whether it's a win or a lose.
I feel like Don says this all the time. Like the lot size will grow with the skill set, and I feel like right now I'm trying to grow my lot size without growing the skill set.
Yeah, you're just
trying to
$100 account.
Yeah,
you put the same thing.
Yeah,
the carriage in front of the horse.
No, I honestly used to do the same thing as Elvis did, man. That it was a game changer.
Yeah, at least if you take 3 months off and trade $100 account, you can stack your money up on the side. You know, like if you ever want to go back to just, you know, whatever, put more funds in, then at least you have extra capital to put the funds in, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I got bounced, but Jacob, just reach out anytime, man.
I got to bounce.
I'll be on if you're gonna doing the analysis on Monday. I'll hop on for sure.
I'll let you guys know if I do it on Sunday night, but yeah, Monday will definitely be
cool. All right, appreciate you, Elvis.
Cool. Yeah, see you guys
later, buddy.
Later, Elvis.
Later, man. Yeah, guys, I don't know. We're gonna get a trade here. I don't know. It's like 12. We've been here for like 5 hours. I mean,
market's slowing down. It's lunch.
It's like lunchtime. Like it's a Friday. I mean, I did expect to get some. Like I would still expect to get a move. It just could be at 1, could be at 12:40. Like it's gonna be a long time from now. And I don't think I'm gonna try to take a trade later on because I'm gonna try to hit. I'm trying to get this thing going on the stream, hit the million on stream. So I guess I'll see you guys on Monday. I won't be taking trades after stream now. I'm just gonna chill out today, and enjoy the Friday. Yeah, enjoy the weekend. There's no again pressure or obligation for me to hit the milli. It's gonna happen today, tomorrow, next year. I don't know, but yeah, the milli. Sticking to the plan is the goal, right? Not hitting the milli. But yeah, guys, I think that's it, man. I think that's it for me today. If we get anything later, then you guys could go ahead and take positions if you guys want, but just make sure you have a stop loss and use protection. I'm gonna go play his word on call it. All right. What's Al's channel? He doesn't have a channel. He has a I don't think he even has a journaling Instagram page. He has a private Instagram that he just doesn't post trading about, but he's active in our community. He's active in our Discord server. If you guys want to talk to him there, he'll be here for a very long time. So yeah,
he's a real one.
Yeah, he's a prodigy. He came in he obviously came to the streams in March, April. You guys remember? And when he came, same thing. I asked him the same shit the first time I asked him questions, and he's like, "Yeah, I blew my account. I over leveraged." And now his approach to the markets are different. You can tell it's way different. Like if anything, he's getting pretty sharp. Like he's getting very sharp with his analysis too. So sometimes I even ask him for what he's looking for because I trust his thought process too. But yeah, gotta take your time with it. Let's go play this game though.